It is time to work out. Anywhere Fitness with April, and we are together. I am thrilled that you want to work out with me. It's going to be, number one, a lot of fun. So what you're going to need is 2 different sets of weights. I have a 10-pound weight and an 8-pound weight. So go ahead and grab those. You can always do body weight. If you only have one to choose from, then that's what you're going to be using today. And we're going to make it work. We're going to be focusing on range and on speed as well. So if you don't have that extra heavier weight, then maybe you get a little bit lower, spend a little more time in that intensity zone. Sounds good. So it's going to be a main focus on body sculpting or toning and shaping today. So our heart rates are definitely going to be elevated, and you're going to feel that you are going to get a full body workout through all the movements that we're going to combine together. So rest whenever you need to, and let's just get started so that we can get finished and just feel really good about ourselves. So I'm going to have my legs a little wider than those hips, and I'm just going to go into a nice easy rotation. So I have my arms bent here at the elbows. I have my palms up, and I'm elevating my chest. So I just have my foot lifting and my knee coming in. All right, so at home, grab some music, turn it on, find that playlist that works good for you. Add that in the background, and let's just get going. I'm gonna reach it through a little longer now. See how much further you can get that arm through that extension. Yeah. Don't compromise your posture though. So we're not leaning at all. That's so much in the lower back. So you want to lift tall, and then I'm going to start angling across. So I'm about eye level, kind of crossing over, getting that power in that cross and that angle. Now I'm going to take both arms. I'm going to head straight up to a press. Getting those abs to pull in tight. Now just start kicking your glutes, get a hamstring curl. Activate the backs of those legs, lifting up those lower legs. Feel a stretch on the front of the thighs, those quads. You got 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna come down to squat, raise up, sit and lift. I'm hinging back, abs pulling in tight. So I'm kind of extra wide here. Call that Sumo Squat. So you're sitting those hips back. My toes aren't turned completely out like you do in a plie. Give me 4 more. Notice how tall we're coming. Hips come back under the shoulders. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it up. We're gonna go wide knees. We're gonna pull down and pull up at the same time. Right there. Just a nice quick warm up for you so you feel your body is ready for that next intense positioning and movements. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, especially since they're going to be weighted, right? 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it in. Just ease up those legs right there. Pump your arms, activate shoulders, backs. Now sit your hips back. Get a little lower. My feet are barely coming off the floor, focusing on pushing down. 8, can you sink lower without rounding the back? 4, 3, 2, hands to thighs, chins in. Roll up slow, shoulders elevating, rounding, release. Hands behind the hips, open the chest real quick. Tuck those hips under, and you're gonna go to left leg out, sitting back, hamstring stretch real quick. Yes, glutes, and come up, exchange legs, flex that foot, and sit on back. All right, ready to go. Hands on both thighs, roll it up slow. Lift those shoulders and release. All right, grab your lighter set of weight. We're gonna be going down into reverse lunge. So you're gonna step back. We're gonna stay nice and tall. Long step back, drop the knee, and come up. Drop the knee. So your toe hits, those knees drop, and then you elevate. You can go slower or even faster if you feel strong enough to get that range, and then add more speed. Feel that bottom. So you want to bend that knee and then let your hips fall. Fall. Then what do you have to do? You got to get back up after you fall, right? So that's where that intensity comes from. Getting deeper, lower into that range. There it is. Now, give me one more. Now we're going to drop back. This time you're going to hold. Give me a forward raise. Come down, come up. Down, forward raise. And come up. Up. Yeah. Dig into those heels. Keep that chest up. Look how tall you are as those arms go forward. Down, forward, down, up. Can you drop down a little before you stand back up? Try it. Ready? Drop and come up. Well done. Keep that pressure in your front heel. Dig down and lift. Woo. You got it. Perfect. Now we're going to keep this going, but what we're going to do is add an upright row here. Upright row, down, forward, come standing, upright row. Yes. Keep that positioning. You don't have to do the upright row, just like I just did. If you're fatiguing, I love it. Just adding on, feeling tall and strong. That's it. Come on. Power. Range. Weighted work. 4 more. 3 more. There it is. 1 more. Right here. And come up. I want you to shake it out right here. Now I want you to keep this lighter or moderate set of weight. We're going to combine the two to make it a little heavier. Option to use one or one of your heavies. Okay, so challenge is to combine the two. You're going to hinge. It's going to be a deadlift, and then we're going to raise those arms to shoulder height. So tailbones right here. Shift back, knees are soft. Thrust. Hips come back under the shoulders. Here we go. Hinge. Now notice I'm not dropping through my hips. So my hips stay high. My knees stay soft. My tailbone's being pulled back. And then I'm forcing those hips with power and strength to come back under the shoulders. Now think of your heels. Drive down your heels as you're going down with the weights. And then as you're about to come back up, feel that drive become more powerful. That intent even greater. Shift, thrust, shift, thrust. You got it. All right, do 1 more, and then we're gonna come up. Now you're gonna separate those legs a little wider. Weights are here at shoulder height. You're gonna come down, overhead press. As low as you can get. Can your elbows touch your thighs? Let's go. Down, up. all the way through. Come on. Inhale, exhale. Notice that I tend to stop slightly at the bottom. That way, I'm pushing from stillness, taking some momentum out. Yeah, come on, power it up. Perfect. Doesn't that feel good? How about 2 more? 1 more. And come in and shake it out. All right, now you're gonna do that all over again. So we're gonna start with that rear lunge. Here we go. Come down, up, down, up. Yeah. Feeling tall. You got it. Perfect. That long step. Those shoulders. Feel them drop down, especially when you're at that bottom, not having any tension in the shoulders as you're raising back up. Yeah. So good. Are you going as low as you did in your first round? Come on. Stay low. Take the time. Toe, then knee. Those toes, then the knee. Makes a difference when you think of the knee falling toward the floor. Now on this one, down, hold, forward, raise. Come up. Down, hold. Forward. So, second round builds on the first. Oh. Is together your favorite place to be right now? We're together in this. You're not alone. Woo. Good. See how that heart rate can come up? Don't you feel it? From all that range and that weighted work. You have speed. You have range. Now in the next one, you're going to start that upright row. So come down, forward raise, upright row, down, forward, and up. There we go. Making sure you don't rock that upper body. Super stable. That added intensity on that up. Getting those elbows to lift. Feel your elbows lead up. Are we feeling legs? Are we feeling core? Shoulders? And up. Getting closer. Yes, you are. You're gonna shake out those legs. Last one. Upright row. And shake it out right here. All right. Now we have that deadlift. You're gonna try to do it with both those weights. So combining both. Feet, hip distance. Toes have that slight turnout. Here we go. Hinge. Take it forward. All that power. Send it through that posterior. So hamstrings, glutes. Feel the stretch, the thrust, stretch, thrust, stretch, thrust. Come on, activate. How tight are you squeezing? Are you actively getting those glutes to squeeze as tight as possible? Come on, you got this. Got 10 seconds left. Try your best. Don't round the backs. Chest is out. Do one more right here. Now, one weight in each hand. Separate those legs. Weights come up. We're gonna drop, press. Can your elbows touch your thighs? Woo. Bring on the power. Good, each movement has had arms involved, right? So you have arms and legs, core right in between. Getting that workout. Ah, perfect. Just keep it coming. Rest at the top, shake out if you need to. Keep driving up. You have 10 seconds right here. Come on. Woo. One more down. One more up. And come in. Drop those weights. Shake it out. Are you breathing as heavy as me? Shake it out. Okay. Now, you're gonna do a squat with one of your heavies. Now, if you feel that you have a lower back that's somewhat weak, or you feel that your legs aren't strong enough to lower those hips all the way down to the floor, you can grab a stool. Okay, so I have a stool, it's about this high. You can come down, place the weight here, and come up, and you can pick it up from here. What we're gonna do, whether you go to the floor or your elevated surface, palm is gonna face in. This arm is going to either go to the hand or behind the body. We're gonna set the weight all the way down. Good. You're gonna come up. You're gonna use that arm, elbow leads. We're gonna go to overhead press. You're gonna shift those hips back. Arm comes back. Now, right here, you're gonna do a switch. Change arms. Elbow comes up like an upright row. Go overhead. Shift the hips back. When it comes down, watch. Arms shift. Hips come down, come up. Arms shift, drop the hips, and come up. So what are we doing? Dropping lower as we come up. Good. So just alternating those arms. Elevating that elbow first, going to overhead. Now, if you're uncomfortable with that, go to upright row instead. Down, change. Upright row. It works just as good, right? Still feeling that you're lifting through the shoulders and back. So either one. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna try to pace up a little bit. See if you can stay with me. If not, stay where you were. Here we go. So elevated surface or floor. Make sure your hips are dropping. Hips down. Yeah. I have my legs somewhat wide. Up. And up. Woohoo! Working it. Building some glutes. Lots of core. Let's do it. 2 more. One more. And come up. Now you're going to keep this single weight. You're going to take those legs wide. Toes are going to turn out. We're not going to shift the hips back. We're going to stay tall right here. So instead of hinging, I've stayed tall. My hips have dropped. Look at my back. It's very tall. I'm not at a forward angle. If you feel that you can't stay tall, come up just a little higher. Now, we're going to go to your right, forward extension, left. Drop the hips lower. Here we go. And out. Rotate. Forward, rotate. So really feel those legs at work. Yes. Then we got shoulders. Yeah. Core. Yeah. Woo. Keep digging your heels in to the floor. Make sure you're not gripping with your toes. More heel pressure. Knees open. Look at them. Make sure they haven't fallen inward. And out. Cross. Past. Through the hips. We go. Exhale into it. You got it. Out and in. Woo. 2 more. Last one. And come in right here. Shake it out. Well done. All right. Now we're going to do single arm, single leg. So what it's going to look like, you're going to have that weight in the right hand. You're going to hinge back. You're going to drop. You're going to row. And you're going to come up. This can be done with the leg stepping back, toe on the floor, row, and come up. But you're going to try it. Here we go. Hinge, row, and stand. Hinge, row, and stand. Send it back. Squeeze that glute as tight as you can as you go back. So you're going to feel both legs, the one underneath you. Hand can be on the thigh for support, for some balance. Think of belly buttons in and up. Hinge, raise that elbow up. Bring that weight back towards your hip. So instead of this coming up towards your armpit, watch me, send it back. Yeah, getting a little better angle for that elbow joint and a little heavier for that back, those lats to lift. Well done. All right, you got one more after this. Here it is. And come up. Shake it out. All right, weight to the other hand. We're gonna take it back. Other leg, other arm. Ready? Here we go. Hinge, row, and stand. Now your first few might feel wobbly. You're resetting on a new leg. Look out on the floor. Is there something that you can stare at that's not moving? So I'm looking at my stool and I have a wood grain that I'm looking at. I'm just kind of focusing on that. Kind of centers me, get that focal point. Helps with that weeble wobble. Are we good? Feeling both those legs, right? Whew. Yeah. Then we're gonna go back through these 3 exercises again. Why? Because we want to feel it more. We want to work through it. And that is done with that side. So remember our first move. We drop down, arm comes back, we lift, we come down again with the other arm. Are you ready? Here we go. Drop the hips, bring it up. Remember, you have the option to do the upright row. Where are we going? Hips low, hips low. Come on, let's go, get down. Check your arm, lead with your elbow. Go slower if you need to. Now I'm gonna start picking up my pace a little. See if you can follow me. That's it. Exchanging quickly, but not compromising range. Abs in, so tight. Is that other arm behind you? Try it. If not, hand on thigh works too. Up. Getting deep into those inner thighs as we drop low. You got it. Work it through. All right, 2 more. 1 more. Did you do it? All right, now we widen those legs. All right, we're staying tall. Drop the hips, forward, right rotation, forward, left. Now as you get started, then try to sink lower. Intensify. Out, all the way to that hip. Uh-oh, Lizzie, little watchdog. Keep that power. Core strength, leg strength. You're trying to stay low. Can you go even a little lower? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're in it together, right? 15 seconds. Let's go. Out in. Out in. Woo. Last one. Out, in, and shake it out. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna start with that leg coming back nice and long. We got that row. 3, I started this way, 2, here we go. Down, in, and up. Now that weight just goes straight down under the shoulder. We're not out. Let it hang. Feel the pressure in your heel as that leg goes back. So each movement, right, has had legs. Oh, see, I start talking, I lose my balance. Has had legs and a challenge through that upper body and core. I love it. Making the most of our time, right? Really getting all that effort. Just adding to our fitness level, our strength levels, while toning and shaping. And come up, shake it out. Other side, we are going for it. 5, so find that focal point. Ready for that other leg to come back. Here we go. Down and up. Now think of your glutes every time you come up. It's just like that hip thrust that we did earlier. You're bringing the hips under the shoulders, squeezing, tightening. It's a super cold day out today. So, I'm inside working out with you. Here we go. Come on. Can you squeeze that glute tighter, that leg going back? Make that leg straighter. Can it be straighter right here? Can it? Say yes. 10 seconds. Stay with me. Perfect. Let's do one more right here. And come up. Well done. Drop that weight. I want you to come up. Just give me a little rotation. Feel that lower back. Get a little looser. Relax it. Oh, that always feels great after some deadlifts and a lot of squats. Okay, now we're gonna come down to the floor. We're going to go into plank form. So if you have a mat and you need to use it, go ahead and grab your mat. You can have your knees on the floor during this movement as well. So it's knees or toes. I'm gonna be on my toes, so I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna have my hips drop back, doing a squat. I have my heavy weight ready underneath me. Option for lighter weight as well. You're gonna walk or jump back into plank and hold. All right. Then you're gonna widen your legs just slightly. You're gonna pull those shoulders back. We're gonna lift one arm and you're gonna hold it for 3, 2, 1, drop. Hold, 2, 3, drop. 1, 2, 3, down. If you feel too much tension on the 3 count hold, do a single. You can always just keep the arms down and hold plank. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Keep the shoulders vertically right over those wrists. Try not to scoot back. 1, 2, 3, down. Up, 2, 3. Woo! Now think of your quads. Tighten them. And drop. Tighten them. And drop. 4 more. Looking down. Don't bring the chin under. Look at your weights. 1 more. And knees down. And sit back. Let those foreheads come down. All right, now, I'm gonna have you just scoot those weights aside. You're gonna go to your toes and you're gonna roll it up here. All right, now, the option for having a slightly higher level is something that you might wanna consider. We're gonna be in this position, hands on the floor or hands on an elevated surface. So it can even be a couple of books. And we're gonna lift one leg. It's gonna come up. You're gonna come down, bend, and try to come down into more of a single leg squat, and then come back up to that lift. All right, so elevated if you feel that your back doesn't have enough flexion to get those hands to the floor. All right, here we go. So we're gonna come, and you're gonna drop down. We're gonna lift up, up. Here we go. Trying to keep that leg 90 when you lift. So notice when I come up, the sole of my foot is going toward the ceiling. Now, what are you feeling? You should be feeling that standing leg too, right? I have my ribs right against my thigh on that standing leg. So you're dropping down, feeling that heel pressure to the floor. Bring it up, up. Now I want you to hold it up here. Now pulse, hop, up we go. So that weight of that leg is not falling now. So that standing leg, hello, that standing leg should be feeling a lot of extra. Wow, pull those abs in. You can do it. 3, 2, 1, come down, roll up. Yes, I know you liked it. Okay, good and good. On to the next leg. So we're gonna come on down. So it's just light fingertips. Find what surface works for you. Here we go, send it up. Remember to drop through those hips. Come down. Look at that thigh. You're dropping. I'm keeping my heel elevated off the floor as I come down, and then trying to drive it back up. Pressure on the heel that stays on the floor. Are these your favorites so far? Are they? Are they? Are they Lizzie's favorite? Hold it up and pulse. Power. Breath in, breath out. Keep your strength right here. You have 10 seconds left. Finding your way. And then do you know what's happening next? 3, 2, 1, leg down. Roll it up. How's those glutes feel? I feel tightness. All right, so what is next? Back into that plank for that alternating row. We're gonna go through those exercises one more time. Let's do it. So if you fatigue at all, you can go to your lighter weights. We're gonna take those legs a little wider than the hips. Weights in the center, right? Drop those hips. Walk or jump back into plank. Let's all find our way there. Let's settle down. Let's align the shoulders. Take those feet a little wider. Here we go. Perfect. Now, we're gonna switch, and you're gonna go up, hold 3. 1, 2, 3, come down. 1, 2, 3, down. Give me singles. Right to those hips. You got it. Feeling that workload. But now let it stop you. Hold. Workload's there. Mindset is stronger, right? Mindset. 1, 2, 3, down, up. Got one more. 1, 2, 3. Knees down, release back. Those are done. Forehead down. Lizzie, hi. We're almost done. Come on up. Okay, you are ready. So we're gonna start out. Here's your toy. Find your toy. There you go. With those hips. Okay, so feet hip distance. Sit it back. All right. Sit, sit, sit. Good. Now lift up that heel. Here it goes. Shoulders back. Up, drop lower. Up. You're sticking with it. You know how much stronger you're getting by not quitting. Remember, resting is not quitting. Make sure your heel doesn't leave the floor. Glue it down. Now you're gonna hold it up and pulse. Up, up. Look at that bend in that leg. Pressure is there. It's not gonna stop you from finishing here. This leg, you got 15 seconds. Up and up, 10 seconds, go, go. Tighter glute, 5, 4, 3, 2, leg down, roll up. Get a quick release. Changing sides. One more to go. One more. Sit it back. Come on, bring it down. All right, lift that heel. Final minute. Let's go up, down. Remember to drop. It's a little extra on the drop. We'll take it. Each rep, trying to do better than you did on the last one. You're always improving. Look at that. Hold it up. Pulse. Finish it out right here. Now pull those belly buttons in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, drop down, and roll it up. Roll the shoulders, and let's shake out those legs. All right, keep moving right here. And we're just gonna get those rotations. Perfect. Just feeling that body settle. Activating that flow of that blood that's been in the lower extremities on that last exercise. So everything was kind of below the waist there. So we're just kind of moving so everything can recirculate. Take those arms out, bring it forward. back. Here we go. In and back. 4, 3, 2, and then gonna take that left arm. It's gonna come over and then behind the hips. Feel that stretch. 2 more. Now on this one, let's hold it. I hope you had a good time. Remember, that's what we were looking for right from the beginning, setting that mindset. All right, we're gonna go over and back. All the while, during that push, just finding your way to have a good time, not let it be a burden. Challenge doesn't have to be negative, right? We can turn that into excitement somehow. Don't think I'm crazy. Bring it up. Drop it down. Inhale. And exhale. Take the hands under the thighs. Drop the shoulders. So I thought it might be fun to kind of share something about my fitness journey with every workout. So, just so you know, I started working, come center, roll it up, at a men's health club as a receptionist. Come on in, hands behind the hips. When I was 16 years old, and then I became a receptionist at a men and women's health club that they combined a men's club and a women's club. This was way back in the 80s. Jane Fonda days. Sit it back. Yes, I did wear leg warmers. I did. Had tights and a leotard. Yes, I did. Inhale it up. So I started teaching when I was 19 years old. And then the guess would be, how old am I right now? So this year, so right now I'm 57, and in December of this year I'll be 58. So that's how many years I've been teaching classes and trying to motivate people. So I thought you'd like to know that about me anyway, if you didn't already. All right, so we're gonna drop down. You're gonna take your hands under your thighs, shoulder comes in. Let's look over that opposite shoulder. Come in through the center, drop to the other side. Let that ear point down to the floor. And bring it in, roll it up, and we're gonna bring those legs together. We're gonna bring that right foot up, catch it. Let those hips open, feeling the quads and the hip flexor on that right leg. And let's take it to the other side. So we really got those combination moves today, upper and lower body. And then we repeated everything, so we had double the pleasure all around. Take one foot out front. Let's sit back, hamstring curl. So remember, when you sit back, you get that hinge, lengthen spine, reach it out. If you think of your rib cage always being lengthened and then your chest being up, that back shouldn't round. All right. And then you're gonna come up and change legs. And we're almost done here. Give me just a second. Lizzie is ready to be done. All right, what do you think? We did it. Step in, roll it up right here. Roll those shoulders. Well done, everybody. I hope you had a good time. Give me a like, give me a share. It was my pleasure to work out with you. I think you might want to subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you have a great day. And it's been a lot of fun. Take care.